Hello and welcome to yet another episode of To The Point program. Today's topic of discussion is One Nation, One Election. First, let us see why is it in the news. Recently, the government has constituted a committee headed by former President of India, Ram Nath Kovind, in order to explore the possibility of one nation, one election. Now let us know what is one nation, one election. The concept of one nation, one election in India aims to synchronize elections for the Lok Sabha, the lower house of India's parliament, and all state assemblies. The idea is to hold these elections simultaneously, either on a single day or within a specific time frame. One nation, one election was the norm in India until 1967. Simultaneous elections were conducted for the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies in 1952, 1957, 1962 and 1967. However, due to the premature dissolution of some legislative assemblies in 1968 and 1969, the simultaneous election cycle got disrupted. All these events led to the breakdown of the cycle of simultaneous elections in India. Now let us look into the arguments in favor of one nation, one election. Continuous election cycles are a financial burden on the state exchequer. It will reduce the campaign expenditure of political parties and the candidates, thus, better management of financial resources. It will reduce policy paralysis that results from the imposition of the model code of conduct during election time. Frequent deployment of security forces during elections uses a considerable size of armed police forces which can otherwise be better deployed for better management of internal security problems. Frequent elections force the political class to think in terms of immediate electoral gains rather than focus on long-term programs and policies. Now let us have a look at the arguments against one nation, one election. Regular elections ensure that the government is under an obligation to listen to the will of the people regularly and ensures better accountability. Simultaneous election would hamper the prospects of regional parties as national issues would dominate their political narrative instead of local issues. Simultaneous elections is against democracy because trying to force an artificial cycle of elections and restricting the choice for voters is not correct. The present system has been consciously chosen by our forefathers to uphold the will of democracy by providing for regular elections so that people can express their will through the right to vote. Challenges in the implementation of one nation, one election. One nation, one election will require change in the constitution and other legal frameworks. Simultaneous elections would require amendments in 5 articles of the Constitution. Article 83, Duration of Houses of Parliament. Article 85, Dissolution of the Lok Sabha. Article 172, Duration of the State Legislatures. Article 174, Dissolution of the State Legislatures. And Article 356, Imposition of the President's Rule. To hold simultaneous elections, the centre will have to make some states agree to curtail the terms of their houses while others to extend theirs. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements regarding the one nation, one election. First, it will reduce policy paralysis that results from the imposition of the model code of conduct during election time. Second, simultaneous elections would require amendments in only one article of the Constitution. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. Send the answer to this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IAS Hindi YouTube channel.